one key thing we noticed during this crisis was, from an outsider's perspective, it felt as if there was a gap, especially around the men's gold issue. There was a gap in who regulates what. Okay? So Bank of Ghana is doing their thing, the insurance industry is doing theirs, and Securities and Exchange is also at theirs. So for somebody sitting who is on the outside, does not see the regulators cooperating.
The truth is that the current framework of regulation that we have is not really like, I think there are some countries that still have this framework that is working. Other countries have shifted to different models. And any policy decision that we take, we must make sure that it stands the test of time. But when it comes to men's gold, I think quite frankly, there was some collaboration with the regulators. But the key challenge was that the activities, so this is men's gold to have some licenses to do something. And then it went to do activities that falls within different spectrum of regulation. And therefore, some of the activities were seen maybe from the banking side, some were also seen from the SEC side. I mean, I must admit that, quite frankly, the efficiency of government working together is something that, really as a country we need to improve, we need to really improve. And in that context, how do we get a Minerals Commission? How do we get the PMMC? And then the other, maybe the financial sector regulators to add? Because even if I give you this license and maybe something goes wrong, I can also. It's just like you give a license to a financial institution, maybe to sell mutual funds, and you started selling fish. What do? You probably have to kill the fish or something. Thank you.
Let's come back to your unit. How confident are you that we won't wake up tomorrow and then pension industry also blows up with its own problems? Capital market operators or asset managers start to repeat the mistakes which banks did and do something untoward. How confident are you in the regulators that you have put in place to supervise these people? Are you now talking to them more frequently? Are you giving them targets and saying that, look, if you let your sector blow up, I'm coming for your head?
Quite frankly, our job with the regulators is very straightforward. It's policy. And our job really is that working together with them, we have the best regulations that they, has been independent, can implement. It's about market development and really what interventions do we do to grow the industry. So we have a very good working relationship with the regulators. But the truth really is that beyond regulation, I think we have seen extremely bad behavior on the part of industry, and we have seen that the capacity of regulation, which even happens in a lot of countries. For example, if you see microfinance and savings and loans, the number increase within a short period to maybe a phenomenal figure, and the capacity of the regulator and the framework for supervision is not modernized enough to catch up. What happened? I have in some of our policy conversations, I have a kind of a storyline that I give to especially the savings and loan and the microfinance debacle. And even that today we are saying that banks are collapsing. But the foundation of that problem really is some of these banks, transition from savings and loans into banks. And the circumstances under which this was done was because, the policy and regulation was not able to do sincerely what it was supposed to do. So when, for example, we saw the proliferation of savings and loans and microfinance, Not long after that, regulators were not able to keep pace with them and monitor them. A lot of the insurance companies, the boards took decision that, look, we are not going to give money to savings and loans. We are not going to give money to microfinance institutions. So that in itself left a very big vacuum. These institutions became very desperate. In response to that kind of placement from them, we saw that a lot of them became very aggressive on the retail side. To close that gap, they started offering very, very high interest rates to people. And then all of a sudden, the culture of selling a savings account that is put on a term basis and labeling it as a product called investment emerged. Savings accounts were being sold as investments. If you look at the balance sheet of some of these savings and loans, you realize that within a matter of 4 years, they accumulated huge, very, very huge term deposits. So a lot of them started shying away from doing their normal deposit-taking activities and having to look for the asset creation side. Which asset creation side is going to give you those returns? So a lot of them started creating third-party companies. In fact, we all look, some of them, including even asset management companies, were part of this behavior.
Once again, Mr. Winston Nelson Jr., Chief Executive, African Alliance, and also Samson Agligo is with the Financial Services Division of the Ministry of Finance. Thank you so much, distinguished gentlemen, for that interesting discussion. Let's just allow for them again.